last video we have completed mitosis, cell division. Today we are going to study meiosis, another type of cell division. The meiosis process completes in two steps, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. It is very important for sexual reproduction. Last year we have studied the chromosomal disorders. If the number of one of the chromosome is more or less, then also disorders like that of Down syndrome or Turner syndrome, that type of syndrome or disorders will take place. Now here in meiosis, that cell division, from one diploid cell, diploid means what? The number of chromosomes are 12. The 4 haploid cells will form. Haploid means the number of chromosome n. If we'll consider human being has 46 chromosomes. So mother parent and father parent, both of them, they will contribute in the process of reproduction. So 23 chromosomes come from mother parent and 23 comes from father parent. And in this way, the offspring will get formed with the 46 chromosomes. So now this process of meiosis, we are going to study through this animation. Meiosis 1. In this haploid, 2 cells will get formed from one diploid cell. And in meiosis 2, it is same as that of mitosis. And in this, the haploid cells, the 2 haploid cells again divides and 4 haploid cells will get formed. This we are going to study through in detail in that animation, which I am going to join this video with this mind. Now observe it and listen carefully. During the process of meiosis, the sequence of nucleotide changes, and from one cell, the 4 haploid cells will get formed. It completes into 2 steps, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. During this, gametes will get formed. The sperms for male and eggs for female will get formed. The process of interphase is same as that of mitosis. In this process, the DNA material doubles itself. The phases will be same as we have studied previously. The number of one cell will get divided into 4 cells. Here in interphase, the nuclear matter doubles. Here you can observe it. After the phase of interphase, there will be the next phase of prophase. This prophase is a very complicated process. It's the longest phase in meiotic division. It is further divided into 5 subphases, namely here on the screen you can observe it. See here the sequence will change, and because of this crossing over, there are the variations we observe. The prophase 1 has 5 phases, subphases, that are liptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin, and dikinesis. Here in this you can observe sister chromatids are not going to form. The one of the chromosome will get separated. Here the first phase is liptotin. In liptotin, initially the chromosomes start condensation and they become compact during liptotin. Nucleus enlarge and nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts disappearing. The second stage is zygotin. In this stage, homologous chromosomes start pairing, which is called as synapses. The pair is now called bivalent. Each chromosome chromatid arm divides and forms structure called tetrad. The next stage is pachytin. During this stage, crossing over of non-sister chromatide or homologous chromosomes takes place. Genetic recombination is produced Due to such exchange, the homologous chromosomes still remain parallel together at the site of crossing over. The next stage is diplotin. During diplotin, synaptonymal complex dissolves and homologous chromosomes of the bivalent separates except at the pair of point of crossing over. X structure is called chiasma. Dikinesis. The last phase of prophase 1 is a termination of chiasmata. The spindle fibers originates and cross over homologous chromosomes are now separated. The nucleolus disappears and nuclear membrane breaks. The next phase is metaphase 1. Metaphase 1. Here you can observe that they are ready in the process of that dikinesis. They are separated. Now the metaphase 1. The bivalent chromosomes are arranged at the equatorial plane. The centromere of the two chromosomes are arranged in two rows at equator. The two chromosomes can face either of the poles. The spindle fiber from opposite pole attached to the centromere of the chromosome facing towards it. The next phase is anaphase 1. The two homologous chromosomes separate from each other. They start moving towards the pole. The intact chromosome containing two chromatids. The next stage is telophase 1. The chromosomes reach to the poles. Spindle fiber disappears. The nucleus and nuclear membrane reappears. It produces daughter cells, each containing a single nucleus. The nucleus of daughter cell receives only one chromosome from each homologous pair, and thus it is half number of chromosome but double amount of nuclear DNA, as both chromatic move together to the single pole, and separation of these chromatide occur during meiosis 2. Now meiosis 2 we are going to study. Meiosis 2 is similar to that of mitosis. Meiosis 2 occurs always in haploid germ cells. The 4 haploid germ cells will get formed during the process of meiosis 2. The first phase is prophase 2. The chromatids of the univalent condenses, the chromatin material compact, and nucleus and nuclear membrane disappear. Metaphase 2. Now the next stage, metaphase 2. The univalent chromosomes align themselves at the equator. The microtubules formed to the opposite poles extend towards the equator and attaches to the chromosomes. The next is anaphase 2. During anaphase 2, centromere holding the two chromatids splits and allow the separation. The chromatin move towards the opposite pole. Last is telophase 2. Chromatid starts to start uncoiling. They condense and become thin. Spindle fiber degenerate. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus reappears, and this is followed by cytokinesis and forms 4